I thought it was a good match. Honestly, I thought I was, even though I lost first, I thought I was a better player. I mean, I played one loose game there and kind of broke myself there at 1-all or 2-all, whatever the score was when I got broken. And then, I mean, I had a ton of break points. I had break points right before I got broken and just didn't get it. But it gave me a lot of confidence there going into the rest of the match. So, I played great the second and third, and he kind of lulled me to sleep a little bit there in the fourth, and it became really tough. But I'm happy to get through, obviously. I mean, it's another fourth round here, so it's good.
Well, congratulations. Name and affiliation, please. Craig, you are first.
Craig Gabriel, Channel 9, Australia. Francis, earlier this year, I think maybe in Indian Wells or Miami, you spoke about giving yourself another chance, that you'd been up, much talked about, then you sort of didn't quite put things together, and now it's a different situation all over again. What do you think has been the biggest change or the biggest difference from last US Open to this US Open for you? What have you changed the most?
Yeah, I mean, I was just kind of approaching it how I've been approaching it. I mean, I think obviously things are just kind of coming together. I mean, I've been much more professional for the last 2-3 years now. But then as you have big results and as you see the work paying off, you start tapping in more and more and more. Obviously, you can't keep doing the same things you were doing, to do, make semis here last year. I can't just say, I'm just going to replicate everything I did to do the same, so on and so forth. You got to keep evolving and, just keep trying to add things to my game, keep trying to, stay locked in, but still be me. But, I mean, just the consistency, trying to just get the most out of myself every tournament I play. Just little things. I've performed better in the smaller events than I have in the past. Usually I don't do so well in the small events. Usually it's like selective competing. Now I'm competing every event. It's the most matches I've won in a season so far already. So, but yeah, just trying to grow. Honestly, that's pretty much it.
Brian
Lewis, here host. You kind of touched on it before, but I mean, with 3 Americans through to this round and chance for fits as well, how much do you guys kind of build on each other's success? You get a big win, or Tommy gets a big win. How much does that help the collective group as you guys are growing and getting better?
Yeah, I mean, tremendous, and we're going to continue to do so. I mean, again, this is a group that had a lot of ability. We had always a lot of talent. Guys were doing really well in their age groups growing up. We competed against each other in big matches as juniors, futures, challengers, and now, we're at the top of the game. And, you see guys do certain things, it makes you believe it, right? I mean, the guys you grew up with, rub shoulders with and stuff, you see them do well, you're like, wow, I mean, this guy's doing it, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do it? And then it's kind of a domino effect after that, I mean, you look at a guy, Tommy Paul, who took him a while to kind of get going, and, he believes more than anybody right now. Taylor obviously been playing well for a while myself, but then that creates, a lot of other people. Ben, he's had an up and down year, but now he's playing great tennis. He's putting it together here, so it's just good to see. It's good to see a lot of players playing well, and hopefully we just keep doing it. It's got to stay in the moment.
Okay. Matt?
Hey Francis, Matt Futterman from New York Times. So this is your best week since about June or so. Was there an adjustment, coming back to America? There's a lot of demands on your time, a lot of eyeballs on you, a lot of people pulling you in different directions. Does it take time for you to sort of get into this groove and find your quiet space where you can compete at this level?
Yeah, I mean, every summer I haven't played my best going into U.S. Open. It's just kind of been what it's been. So it's kind of like whatever. I mean, there's 2 tournaments that really matter to me in the summer, and it's honestly City Open and here. I mean, if I do well in the Masters, great. If I don't, also great. I want to be playing my best tennis here. That's ultimately what matters. So, obviously, does that need to change? Yes. I mean, I would like to play some more matches than I have this summer, but I just love playing here. It's a special feeling playing here. I've always, as a kid, always wanted to compete here, and it's just fun. I'm able to just be me for whatever reason. probably the atmosphere, the crowd, the energy in New York. I just generally have fun playing here, and I think that's why I'm able to play consistent and play so well. But yeah, New York's a great place.
Willie.
Willie Weinbaum from ESPN. Francis, for people who don't have a deep understanding of the grind involved, the mental and physical effort and motivation needed to consistently go deep in majors, how would you describe it?
It's tough. It's tough. I mean, hats off to what Novak, Rafa, Fed, Murray, and those guys. Even guys like Burdich and Delpo and all those guys who consistently make quarters, semis. It's tough, man. It's not easy, bro. It's 2 weeks, like a lot of distractions. And it's just long. And you got to stay in the moment for 2 weeks. It's brutal, but it's definitely worth it. And a lot of hype, but I enjoy it. And I think here is how I kind of want to approach all the other ones. Stop making it such a big deal. Obviously, everybody wants to do well in the slams, but I put so much emphasis on the slams this year after what I did last year here in the Open, and I think that was almost a detriment to me. Just go out there and do your thing, have fun, compete hard, get the crowd involved, and let the chips fall where they may. At the end of the day, I'm 25. Whether it happens now or another time, it's okay. But and I think that's what Novak and those guys do. They just go out and do their thing no matter what, and I think that's the best approach.
Howard.
Howard Fenrich with the Associated Press. You obviously you thrive in that, the big stage out in Ash, like a night under the lights, primetime type feel and all of that. Is there something, though, when at a tournament like this you can have night matches that start very late and go very late? Is it better maybe and easier to get an afternoon assignment? Or do you not care about the time of day and the finishing late because of the joy you get from being out there?
Yeah, I don't. You can play me whenever here. I don't care. It's gonna be jumping. It's gonna be fun regardless. I don't care. Finish at 3 a.m. Start at 12. I'll be just excited to play. Especially all my matches here have been packed. People going crazy. It's been a lot of fun to play. I mean, opening up at night, not playing like a anticipated match was a big honor. My second round. Opening up on Ash was great during the day. I mean, playing on Louis just now was packed to the rafters. I mean, getting out of the court was crazy. So it's just, the fans here are really getting behind me. So it's something special. I don't think the time is relevant. I think people are really there's a lot of momentum with the young Americans. People are super excited to see us play and really hope that we can do it. And I definitely feel that, and I love it.
Just on that, I also wanted to ask you about, with having a group of you still around as the tournament moves into the second half, how much do you guys see each other? Even, I mean, like today, you, Ben, Tommy all won. Fritz is playing later, but do you run into each other in the locker room or the gym? Do you hang out much at all during the course of a tournament?
Of course. We're definitely not hanging out. Everyone's locked in. Yeah, definitely not hanging out. But everyone's kind of doing their thing. But, yeah, I mean, I want nothing but the best for those guys. I want them to win and hope we can play against each other in big matches. That's what it's all about. And then let the better man win. I'm not one of those guys envious or anybody. You want those guys to do well. It's only going to help me, right? So, yeah, I mean, everyone's super excited for each other. Everyone's pumped up. I mean, it's great for American tennis, ultimately, at the end. So, it is what it is.
Andrew, go ahead.
Yeah.
Andrew Jones, ESPN, Anscape. Francis, we know Adrian is a smart, crafty player, and to beat him, you have to be smart and crafty. Do you feel that you're underrated as a tactician in these matches with how you know how to switch up the tempo in these matches? And then you can talk about facing off against Rinky now in the next round as he just closed out Zhang, and your thoughts of playing him with how he's an athletic shot maker.
Yeah, I really don't know much about his game at all. He's been winning a lot of matches. I really haven't seen him play much at all. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm excited to play him. He's going to be pumped up. I'm pretty sure it's his first fourth round. So, but yeah, I mean, we'll see how he does with the crowd and all that. But yeah, I think I'm super underrated when it comes to tennis IQ. I don't think people just talk about me as an energetic player and use the crowd, but I think a lot of people don't talk about how I got a lot of tools in the tool bag and I'm not afraid to go in there and pull out whatever to try to win a tennis match. A lot of people don't talk about that at all, but hey, man, it is what it is.
And did you have a favorite song, Utopia, to warm you up from Travis's album and just that whole vibe to that commercial?
I've been playing Travis. I've been playing Fiend a lot, getting me pumped up. My eyes getting me super pumped up. That boy tough. He tough.